Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
And welcome back, everyone, as we get set for Game 2 here between ICC and Calhoun. If you're just now joining us, Indians win it 1-0 on a walk-off in the bottom of the 7th by Martin for ICC to improve to 15-19 overall. Calhoun fell to 12-21. And, Michael, let's go ahead and take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. And let's start with Calhoun.
All right, leading off for Calhoun is going to be Corey Campbell in right field. Should be followed by Abigail Tucker in left field. Batting third will be Macy Hancock, the shortstop. Batting cleanup in fourth spot, Macy Humber, the second baseman, followed by Lindsey Wilson, the third baseman. Batting sixth will be Kelly Madden, who caught the first game but will be the designated player in Game 2. E.J. Cornelius checks in at catcher for Calhoun, batting in the seventh spot. Mally Yarbrough will be at first, batting eighth. And the bottom of the order will be Aaron Barker, the center fielder. The flex position and the pitcher in Game 2 for Calhoun will be Ella Boyd.
Those are your starters there for the Warhawks. And now the starting lineup here for your ICC Indians, ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination. Coach Ernest and Coach Hawk hope they have that same winning combination put together here in Game 2.
All right, leading off for your Indians once again will be Hallie Turner, the shortstop. Should be followed by the center fielder, Sammy Day Jones, and Jesse Smith moving to first base in Game 2. Riley Tyree will catch in Game 2 and continue to bat in the fourth spot. Julia Shaw is your pitcher for Game 2 for the Indians and bats in the fifth spot. Allie Beckley bats seventh in right field. Sixth. Avery Wolf batting seventh at third base. Tamaya Martin, who won Game 1 with a walk-off, will be in left field batting eighth. And Camden Cooper, your second baseman, bats in the ninth spot for the Indians.
And that is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for both squads as we await the Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here for Game 2 coming from Julia Shaw. As she will step into this one, and that one will be delivered a strike, and it comes your way at 3-11. That's a 3-11 Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here in Game 2. Do want to thank Jason Williams of WTVA for coming up. You can see highlights of today's game later this evening on WTVA News at 9. This bunt's laid down, and it's going to be a tough play, but there's a nice zip across the way there by Shaw. Technically 1-4 on the putout, as that was Campbell coming in to cover first. And so 1-4 on the putout for out number 1.
Bad luck at the plate continues for Campbell. She went 0 for 4 back in Game 1, and there's no success with that bunt attempt there.
And now this is going to be Tucker, who is playing in left field, batting in the second spot. She'll dig in with one out and nobody on here in the top of the first inning. She shows bunt, that pitch missing low and outside for a ball. Some noticeable changes as we talked about defensively for the Indians. Tyree is behind the plate. She's a catcher by trade, but has been battling some injuries throughout the year, so she is catching here in game 2. Avery Wolf is over at third as that pitch missing outside. 2-0 now is the count. And then so now that Avery playing third, that'll move Jesse Smith over to first base, and that is your most significant changes defensively, brought to you by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. That pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count here to Tucker.
Tucker went 1 for 3 in the first game with a single, also reached on an error.
And so 2-1 now is the count to Tucker. Shaw getting set to deliver the pitch. Line drive, and that is going to be a fair ball. Should go for extra bases, but instead Beckley quickly getting out there and keeping that to a single. Impressive play defensively by Beckley out there in right field.
Yeah, she positioned herself well to cut that ball off quickly and keep Tucker to only a single.
So now this will bring up the number 3 batter, Hancock, to the plate. She's playing shortstop. She'll dig in with 1 out and a runner at first here for the Warhawks. That pitch missing outside for a ball.
In game 1 this afternoon, Hancock went 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs and also reached on a walk.
So 0-1 is the count here to Hancock. Tucker is at first after that single down the line. This pitch foul back. And 1-1 now is the count. Michael, we gave the stats on Shaw yet?
Not yet. This is her 23rd appearance of the year. Her 18th game started. She comes in with a record of 10 wins and 8 losses and 13 complete games.
1-1 pitch on its way. That one's going to miss low. 2-1 now is the count.
Shaw's given up 82 runs. 58 of those have been earned. She's walked 48 but struck out 78 and has a 3.65 ERA.
So 2-1 now is the count here to Hancock. Swinging and a miss. Strike 2. May have ticked that one a little bit. Either way it goes, the count now goes 2-2 here on Tucker. There is 1 out in the inning, a runner at first. Or excuse me, that's Hancock. Yeah, Tucker is at first. That pitch missing low, 3-2 now is the count here to Hancock.
Tucker does have 10 stolen bases, tied for the lead on Calhoun for that, and caught twice stealing.
So now the count's full here to Hancock. Runner goes, little hit and run action, ball's popped up. Wolf's going to drift over and watch this one get out of play. And the count now goes 3-2.
Went back into the construction zone.
Speaking of that, we do want to thank Joey Bowen and the rest of the physical plant, John Wayne, for setting this tent up for us each game this season. Be able to bring this action your way, especially on days like today when it looks like it can rain anytime now. 3-2 pitch. This one popped up. Getting over, and it's going to get out of play. Oh.
That one got very high to get over the net and just missed a fan.
One of those that couldn't tell if it was going to get over the netting or not, and the fan decided the last second to try to move, and luckily he did. Count still full here to Hancock. Shaw getting set to deliver the pitch. All speed. This one fouled off the netting, and we'll stay at 3-2, so a nice battle at the plate going here for Hancock. Shaw trying to find her first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. And she gets the signal now, awaiting the 3-2 pitch from Shaw. This one popped up, and it's going to go to left field. Left fielder going back, makes the play, and that'll be out number 2. She never tagged second after she went around. She has to go back and retouch the bag that she went through.
And Coach Harris is going to
appeal that one
to
second.
And he does have his hands up. She appeals that.
She went around second, never came back and touched the bag, so throw the ball to second.
So you have to touch the bag on the way you're back.
Yeah, if you make contact with the ball, there you go. So it is an out.
So that'll go another unconventional start like we had in game 1.
So good heads-up play there by Coach Ernest. And to get the out there, so it would technically be a F7, and then...
Yeah, you tell me how to score.
We'll call that 4 unassisted. We'll call it 6 unassisted. Or 6. F7, 6 on the double play, brought to you by Little Caesars.
There we go, yeah. Get that Little Caesars double play in there.
We'll take a break. Let's hear from Little Caesars and be back with more right after this.
Ooh, these new Little Caesars Crazy Pups are fun size, and you can eat them anywhere.
Wow, they're packed with cheese and pepperoni.
Keep those hands at 10 and 2. Check your blind spot.
Take delicious Little Caesars Crazy Puffs anywhere for the incredible price of only $3.99.
Pizza.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
And welcome back after that unconventional double play is swing and a miss there. This is going to be Turner, Day Jones, and Smith scheduled up here in the bottom of the first. Well, the runner that was at first for Calhoun rounded second, never touched second when she went back to return after the fly ball was caught near the fence. Is that pitch high? 1-1 now is the count. And so when you do that, you have to touch each bag that you round in that case. And a good job heads up by the coaching staff and players for ICC to recognize that, and they got that Little Caesars double play. That pitch is going to miss low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. And I was dead set on them throwing the ball over there, too. And I was like, is this going to be a liner? It's going to get through for a base hit. Turner starting us off there with a single to left.
Yeah, and after her less than stellar performance at the plate in Game 1, she was ready to get back on. She had good contact in Game 1, just kept hitting it right to where some folks were.
And so Turner starts us off with a single, and now this will bring up Sammy Day Jones. I believe she was 2 for 3 with a double and a single in the first game of the day. This is that first pitch on that outer edge for a strike. 0-1 here is the count to Sammy Day Jones. Playing in center field, as we said, that's her spot. She's been there all season long. Would love to come up with a hit here, see if the Indians can get something going early. Pops this one up, could be trouble. Shortstop, though, is going to come over and make the play for out number 1. And now this will be Jesse Smith coming to the plate. So one away now for Smith and a runner at first and Turner, who singled to left to start the inning. Smith will dig in here as she's taking on Boyd in the circle. And this one hammered to the right side. It's going to get a running catch. What a catch out there in center field.
Good effort there by Tucker.
Man, she had a great play in the first game, and now another one there.
Excuse me, that's Barker.
So that's Barker.
Barker in center field.
Excuse me. Not taking anything away from Tucker, she did have a great play in center in the first game, but a equally great play there to help the pitcher out. Boyd, we haven't even had a chance to give her stats yet.
No, we haven't. There's a lot of quick action here, so we'll get to that just after this pitch.
This is Tyree at the plate. Stands in, takes that pitch high and inside for a ball.
This is Boyd's 15th appearance of the year, 5th game started. She's got 3 wins, 4 losses, and 2 saves on the year.
Currently with a 1-0 count here to Tyree, who is catching here in Game 2. Swings on this one, pops it up out of play. 1-1 now is the count.
Boyd has given up 49 runs, 31 of those earned, has walked 15 but struck out 43. She comes in today with a 4.12 ERA.
Those stats being brought to you by Samstown Market there in Manatee. 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch falls off the table a bit too soon, and the throwback, and the umpire says safe, and apparently just got underneath it. I thought that was an out. And I think everybody else
thought you were right.
Was thinking the same thing there. So a break for the Indians as the count now goes 2-1 here. That pitch called a strike. 2-2 now is the count here to Riley Tyree. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs, and a runner at first. Tyree blisters this one. Right fielder's going to camp underneath it and grab it for the out. Well, a nice defensive play out there in center field keeps the Indians off the board. We played 1 here in game 2. We're going to take a timeout. Hear a few words from our sponsors. Let's hear from Coke and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the second inning. 4, 5, 6 batters due up here for Calhoun, as we'll go to our wide shot, and you can see some clouds moving in over there in left field, but the way the wind's blowing, as long as it stays over there, we should be okay. Of course, I haven't been able to see what it looks like behind us. It's pretty clear above us here.
I checked the radar a little while ago. It's mostly clouds. It don't look like we'll get any precipitation before we get these games completed today.
And so this will be Humber to start us off here. She swings and misses for strike 1. Humber, Wilson, and Madden scheduled up here for Calhoun in the top of the second. ICC won the first game on a walk-off in the bottom of the 7th after Martin dropped one into shallow left to score Beckley with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. As this pitch popped up, and it's going to get out of play, and 0-2 now is the count here to Humber.
Humber was 0 for 2 at the plate in game 1, but did have 1 for 3. So she had a single in game 1.
So she's working with a 0-2 count here. And ball missing low, not a bad spot to miss that time. If she does make contact, just a routine ground ball in that case. 1-2 now is the count here to Humber. Shaw is still in the circle here for the Indians. She has been the workhorse for ICC in the circle this year. As this one lifted, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Second straight inning that Calhoun has singled to start the inning. And that is the second hit of the game, second hit of the game there. So I put that one on the ICC side, but it is the second hit of the game there for Calhoun. No outs and a runner at first. So it is not the second inning in a row. That's the first inning that Calhoun has put the leadoff batter on. Show bunt and then pulled back and takes a heavy swing for strike 1. This is Wilson at the plate. She's playing third base here in game 2, much like she did in the first game of the day.
She went 0 for 2 with a walk as well in game 1.
So waiting the 0-1 pitch here. Shows bunt, pops this one up, and knifes away from the catcher. So 0-2 now is the count. So Calhoun trying to play a little small ball here, see if they can advance the runner. We said it was a unconventional 3-up, 3-down inning in the top of the first. As this one hammered but foul, and we'll stay at 0-2. Then ICC got Turner on first, and it was a pop-up or a line-out, if you will, to the shortstop. A great running catch in center field, and then a line-out to right. Neither team able to move a runner into scoring position. This one popped up. Cooper's going to call everyone off, and will make the play for out number 1. And so now this will bring Madden to the plate with 1 out and a runner at first.
She caught game 1, went 1 for 3 with a single in the designated player position for game 2.
Batting in that 6th spot with 1 out now and a runner at first. That's Humber, who singled to left to start the inning. That pitch low and outside for a ball. Well, these two teams are scheduled to play tomorrow. We'll know more at the end of the game if that's going to be on as of now. Of course, some weather and some severe weather expected to come through the area tomorrow, so we do want to encourage everyone to stay weather conscious as that pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Then ICC and Calhoun will tangle later in the week. As this popped up and giving chase, and that's going to be a foul ball. Nobody could get to it there, so 1-2 now is the count.
Good effort by Beckley and Smith, both trying to get there.
Baseball will host Calhoun on Saturday, and I believe softball is heading to Calhoun on Saturday.
Still have to squeeze in a makeup from last week with Southwest as well, somewhere along the way here before the season ends.
As 1-2 now is the count. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there. 2nd out of the inning. And now this will bring Cornelius to the plate. Did not play in game 1. So getting her first appearance of the afternoon here with 2 outs in the inning and a runner at first. Swings on the first pitch she sees, pops it back, and it's going to get out of play. Strike 1.
Cornelius comes into today batting .367 on the year, 11 hits, 1 double, 6 runs scored. She's got a pair of RBI.
She's currently got an 0-1 count, runner at first. 2 outs here in the top of the 2nd. Rip, but a nice play over there at shortstop to grab the out to retire Cornelius. Heck of an effort over there by Turner to reel that one in for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd. Still no score. Let's hear from Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 2nd inning. 5, 6, 7 batters due up here for ICC. It'll be Shaw, Beckley, and Wolf scheduled up here. Shaw would love to help her own cause with a base hit here. She does have some power in that bat. We saw that in the Northeast game.
Indeed.
I don't know who was talking, suggested maybe lay down a bunt, and then she hits one to dead center.
Suggest away. Suggest away.
As she hammers this one, and it's going to be right to the left fielder.
Got a lot of that.
Yep. As that one barreled up that time, but a line drive, and the left fielder just had to move a little bit to her right. And so now that'll be 1 out, and this will be Beckley coming to the dish. Beckley had it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I say Beckley had a very nice game. Game 1 at the plate, went 2 for 3, and really should have went 3 for 3, but kind of a close call on a foul ball. Made her go back and erase one of her singles.
That pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 now is the count here to Beckley.
And, of course, she was the winning run that came in to score in the bottom of the 9th on Tamaya Martin's walk-off single to left field.
So 0-1 is the count. And she tried to kind of alter her swing versus going down the third baseline, tried to pull it down the first and fouls it off. So now the count goes 0-2. Outfield is in, anticipating the slap hit. You'll see the corners creep in as well here as we get set for the pitch. That pitch missing outside. 1-2 now is the count here to Beckley. So there's one out in the inning after that line drive off the bat of Shaw. Boyd getting set to deliver the 1-2 offering here to Beckley. Beckley rips that one up the middle, and that's going to go for another base hit.
She is seeing the ball extremely well today, and has had the ability to just put the ball where the defense were not 4 different times at the plate today.
That is the second hit of the game for ICC. Both teams with 2 hits so far in the game, and this is going to be Avery Wolf coming to the plate. She's playing third base, getting her first appearance of the day. Swings at the first pitch she sees, pops it up. Second baseman's going to call everyone off and squeeze it for out number 2. So 2 away now. This is going to be Tamaya Martin coming to the plate. She was the hero in game 1, and she had that walk-off single. She dropped in shallow left field. And so with 2 outs and a runner on first, Martin's trying to spark a 2-out rally here for the Indians. Shows bunt, runner goes, and the throw is not in time as the catcher kind of bobbled it out of her glove. Still impressively close considering she had to kind of find the ball the second time to try to throw the runner out.
It's the third stolen base of the day for Beckley.
Martin. And now there's going to be another stolen base.
Yeah, just took off because did not see the catcher even, be in an attempt to hurry to get that ball back, and just stole that on the catcher.
That and the third baseman not getting back to the bag. So almost a free pass there. That pitch to the knees for a strike. Boy, big time for a base hit here for Martin. As we've got a runner at third after a back-to-back stolen bases by Beckley. 2-1 now is the count here to Martin. And the snap throw down to third, and got to find the bag. As she kind of went back and...
Yeah, she, to the benefit of the third baseman, not snapping the tag as quickly as could have been.
Yeah, she put that foot down. The base was not there. So she kind of panicked for a second.
She was a little deeper into foul territory than she realized she was.
And that's going to be a walk issued to Martin. And now this is going to be Cooper coming to the dish here with runners on the corners. And you got to feel like if you're ICC, you might take a pitch and then maybe try the steal from Martin. She's got a lot of speed on the bases over there at first. Runner goes. Nope, she's going to stop halfway. Good job by the catcher not to panic and just look the runner back to third. As that pitch called a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Cooper. Cooper playing second base here in game 2. That's where she was in game 1 as well. Runner goes. The throw is not going to be in time, and that's going to be a stolen base for Martin. So now runners at second and third with 2 outs. That pitch called a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Cooper. Boy, a base hit would be huge for the Indians. This one hammered center fielder is going to be able to go over and get that for the out. A line out, and the Indians playing atom ball, as that's the second one that has just been right at somebody in a clutch situation. And the Indians leave runners stranded once again there in the second. We've played 2 here in game 2. Still no score. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Welcome back now as we head to the third inning of play. ICC and Calhoun scoreless. This one's still kind of getting that same feel that we had in game one, Michael, as it was a 1-0 final after ICC able to walk it off in the bottom of the seventh.
Yeah, you had a lot of base runners early, both teams threatening to score but not able to, so has a very similar feel.
Yeah, ICC left runners at second and third there in the bottom of the second, and then Calhoun had a runner they left stranded at first in the second. ICC also stranded a runner in the first, and after the runner getting back missed second after trying to tag up, got that unconventional double play, so nobody was left stranded there. This pitch popped up right side, and should catch it.
I believe so, based on all the reactions.
And so that's going to be an out recorded there by the right fielder, Beckley. As he just got out of the corner of my screen, and really didn't hear a big reaction from the Indians dugout as I was anticipating. But one pitch, one out, and we're going to bring up Barker now, batting in that number 9 spot, her first at bat here in game 2. That pitch in there for a strike.
She went 1 for 3 in game 1 with a single, was left stranded at second, but has really shown some outstanding plays at center field so far today.
So 0-1 is the count here. That pitch high and outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Shaw still in the circle here for ICC. She's working with a 1-1 count and 1 out and nobody on. This pitch popped up and it's going to get back and out of play. Never heard it, so apparently got over us here. I was worried because
just waiting for that drop.
Because whenever Riley looked up, she kind of made eye contact, and I was like, if it's coming at me, at least let me know. So 1-2 now is the count here to Barker. Ground ball. Wolf knocked it down. Going to have to hurry. The throw is not in time.
Good second effort, but just did not get it there in time.
And that's going to be E5 on the play there. And so now with 1 out, we'll flip it back to the top of the lineup here. This is going to be Campbell coming to the plate. One of those that took a higher hop than Wolf was anticipating there. Still a play that should have been made. So the error on the Indians now with 1 out and a runner at first. This is going to be Campbell coming to the dish. Swing and miss for strike 1. Of course, my stats are always unofficial. At the end of the day, we get them from the coaches, and you can see those stats at letsgoicc.com. They'll be up before the end of the night. Ball in the dirt, 1-1 now is the count. If I say that over there, then it makes myself have to go do them after the game.
Yeah. You've obligated yourself, and we'll all be there at 11:59 looking to see if you did your job.
So 1-1. Is that pitch in there for a strike? The umpire, a little bit of delay of a call, but 1-2 now is the count here to Campbell. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out and a runner at first. Indians have already turned 1 double play today. That's ball in the dirt. 2-2 now is the count. I don't know if you can really count that as a double play.
On paper, it's a double play, but it's the error on the runner for not touching the bag. So
as this pitch popped up, left fielder came in. Now I'm going to have to run back. The ball is going to be off the base of the wall. That's going to go for a Davis Ford double for Campbell, who has been kind of quiet at the plate today. That ball jumped off the bat, and now Calhoun threatening early.
Yeah, with only 1 out here in the top of the third, they're going to look to take opportunity of this 2 runners on the scoring position.
Well, that ball Man, it was hit hard because it was hit into the wind and still got over the head of the left fielder out there. Now this is going to bring Tucker to the plate, who singled but missed the bag going back after the ball was caught in left field. She touched second, rounded second, going to third, and then so she just basically made a beeline straight back from basically shortstop to first base. And after a quick meeting of the minds, they said that was an out. As this one's up, and it's going to be caught.
Good job by Martin there.
Well, that one's caught at the shoelaces.
And thank goodness she was playing in. Obviously, we had a defensive scheme for that batter because otherwise she was not don't believe she was in a traditional spot.
No.
Was able to get in quickly because that one looked like it was just going to drop in for a run-scoring single.
This is Hancock at the plate. She absolutely tattooed one that ended up being a fly out to left as that pitch in there for a strike. Took Martin all the way back to the fence back in the first inning. That pitch missing, 0-1 is the count. Runners at second and third here. This pitch popped up, and the center fielder will go make the play, and the Indians get out of the jam with no damage done. Anything you can do, I can do better. After the Indians return serve there, getting the outs with runners at second and third. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Still no score. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now we head to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be the top of the lineup here for the Indians. Turner, Day Jones, and Smith. Turner singled but was left stranded back in the first inning. She had a hard hit ball that ended up in left field. This is that first pitch, and it's going to miss low for a ball. Well, if you're just now joining us, you missed quite the pitcher's duel in game one, as it was a 1-0 walk-off in the bottom of the seventh by Martin. Got another pitcher's duel doing here in game two.
Good job by the catcher there to kind of frame that one. Thought it was a little low on the corner, but gets the strike call that time.
So evens the count up at 1-1. Boyd is still in the circle here for Calhoun. And that one up. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, and nobody on as we're starting the bottom half of the third here. Turner at the dish. That pitch missing low and outside. Not a bad spot to miss. See if you couldn't get her to chase one there. Count evens up now at 2-2.
Yeah, especially after getting that call 2 pitches ago. See if she can't make her think she's got to offer it something there.
2-2 pitch coming. This one hit, and it's going to go foul, though. So it was over the head of the third baseman, but just a little bit too much ahead of that one, as the count will now sit at 2-2. Well, again, remind you, our next broadcast is scheduled for Saturday, right back here on the Red Channel for baseball. Been a while since we've had baseball at home. This pitch popped up and out of play. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, it does feel like forever between the regular way the schedule's set up and then playing a neutral site game a couple weekends ago due to other events on campus. So that does feel like it's been spring break since we've had a game, it feels like.
So 2-2 is the count here to Turner. Turner a little bit ahead of that one. Ball's popped up. Third baseman gets it, hurries to throw, and it's in time by a half a step. Heck of a stretch over there at first by Yarbrough.
Yeah, really worked hard to get that one.
Yeah, I also got to give credit. I say Yarbrough, but Wilson did a great job as She was running to it, couldn't get to it in time. The ball dropped, and that's going to be out number 1. So now this is going to bring Sammy Day Jones to the plate. She hit one to the gap, but a nice play by the shortstop. Was able to reel it in for out number 1. As that pitch missing for a ball, 1-0 now is the count. Day Jones had a good first game of the day. She had a couple of hits, one of those going for a double. As that pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Game 2 between ICC and Calhoun. That pitch,
again, I
called a strike.
Again, the catcher, who we did not see in game 1, Cornelius, doing some good work behind the plate to help her pitcher, I believe.
So the frame job gets strike 2 called there. 1-2 now is the count here on Day Jones. That pitch high for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. I'll say this, and this is one thing that really Cornelius is doing well. When that pitch is up, she still don't try to frame it. But when there's close or when it's something near the zone, she tries to frame that one.
Yeah, pick your spots.
Yeah, that's the reason why a lot of times you see catchers getting those calls. Is that pitch missing low? But if you try to frame everything, umpires going to be like, no, I'm not even going to mess with you today. So 3-2 now is the count here to Sammy Day Jones. 0 for 1 so far here in game 2. Boyd getting set to deliver the pitch. Day Jones hits this one to the second baseman, bobbles it for a second, still able to find it. 4-3 for the second out of the inning, and now this is going to bring Jessie Smith to the plate. Jessie absolutely tattooed one to the gap in her first at bat here in game 2, but Barker, man, she found an extra gear, was able to run that one down and rob her of a extra base hit.
It's kind of like a go-go gadget play out there in center field.
Nice job taking something off that one after the aggressive Smith. Swing and miss at that one, low out of the zone off speed. And so now with 2 outs, nobody on, Smith at the dish. Boyd getting set to deliver the pitch here. That one up high, 1-1 now is the count. If Smith were to reach, it'll be Tyree up next. One is the count here to Jessie. Hammers this one, and this one's going to be back, and it's going to be off the top of the wall, and this is going to go for a Davis Ford double.
Standing in there, way ahead of the throw. Oh, contact with the second baseman as she tries to come back. I don't think she realized Jessie was already there.
Yeah, that was one that any other day but today probably it leaves the ballpark.
Yeah, it's probably the second one today that we can say that would have left on a typical day.
So a 2-out double hit there by Smith, and now this is going to bring up Riley Tyree, who lined out to right in her only at bat so far in the game. That pitch missing low for a ball. Boy, Smith showing an aggressive lead over there at second.
Especially with 2 outs.
So you got to keep an eye on that second baseman. Make sure she don't sneak in a little bit quick on you. This one hammered. Left fielder is going to give chase, but foul.
Just hooked about a 1.5 feet left of the line.
Well, if that one could have found a way to stay straight, it would have been an easy run scored there for the Indians, but it's kind of been the break for both teams today. When they've had runners in scoring position, nobody has been able to get anything going. So 1-1 now is the count here to Tyree. This time she hammers this one right side. Right fielder's going to give chase. And it's going to be a foul ball. 1-2 now is the count. It's off there for a second. The right fielder might have a chance to get to it, but the ball eventually drifted out of play.
Thankfully so. Giving Smith a lot of exercise there at second. On these long fly balls. She's ready to, with 2 outs, she's leaving on contact. So.
And this one's popped up. Left fielder, center fielder now is going to come in and has to adjust and make
almost overran that.
Kind of a jumping catch, as you said, almost overran that one. But a nice play out there. As I said, left fielder, more of a left fielder's ball that time, but the center fielder called her off and was able to reel that one in. Here we go again. The Indians put another runner in scoring position, 3rd one of the game, but can't come up with a timely hit. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Your knee is a complex joint with many components, making it vulnerable to a variety of injuries. Some of the most common knee injuries include fractures, dislocations, sprains, and ligament tears. Many knee injuries can successfully be treated with simple measures such as bracing, rehabilitation, and exercise. The other injuries may require surgery to correct. At our injury clinic, we commonly see meniscal tears that occur during sports. Tears in the meniscus can occur when twisting, cutting, pivoting, or being tackled. Meniscal tears may also occur as a result of arthritis or aging. Just an awkward twist when getting up from a chair may be enough to cause a tear if the meniscus has weakened with age. The most common symptoms of meniscus tears are pain, stiffness, swelling, catching or locking of your knee, the sensation of your knee giving way, and if you are not able to move your knee through its full range of motion. The RICE protocol is effective for most sports-related injuries. RICE stands for Rest, Ice, Compression, and Elevation. Remember that at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the fourth inning. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 batters due up here for Calhoun. Humber, Wilson, and Madden scheduled up. ICC got a 2-out double by Jesse Smith off the top part of the wall. As you hear the Columbus Air Force Jets out training today. Something that Calhoun players are used to because they're from an aviating school.
True.
So they have a lot of planes flying over their field. As that first pitch missing for a ball. One of the unique things here during soccer or any outdoor sports, I should say, is on the weekend or maybe even some late days in the week, you get to see those jets fly by. As this pitch popped up back and it's going to get out of play. 1-1 now is the count.
And those pilots in Columbus learning to fly their fighters use the waterway as a kind of a natural navigation device, and they fly up and along it, so we get to be on their flight path here in Fulton.
1-1 pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here to Humber. She's playing second base today. Has played solid defensively. She singled but was left stranded at first, back in the second. That pitch missing low for a ball. 2-2 now is the count.
Shaw looking for that second Renaissance Bank strikeout today. She got one back in the first and hasn't got one since. Excuse me, the second inning.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Shaw. And there it is. Good call there, Michael, as that was a big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there. The second of the game for Shaw. And now with one out in the inning, this is going to be Wilson coming to the dish.
She popped out to second base, back in the second inning.
Had a great play defensively on a tough pop-up. As that pitch in there for a strike is that retired Turner in the top of the third. It's one of those bang-bang plays that she didn't have a second to waste and did a good job of finding the ball, zipping it across in a hurry, and got her by a half a step. 0-1 now is the count here to Wilson. Swings on this one, fouls it back, and we'll go 0-2. We're in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Remind you, if you would like to give to ICC softball, you can do so by visiting iccms.edu/Indian Club. That's iccms.edu/Indian Club. Select softball and make your donation there. 0-2 pitch. And that one just missing outside. 1-2 now is the count.
Of course, if you appreciate the good work that Adam and his team put on for all the broadcasts, you can also support Sports Information. That's an option. We're always glad to talk with you and help you support anything at ICC you're interested in.
All-speed pitch missing low for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. We got a press box here at the softball field.
It needs a name on it.
Want to put your name on it? Go right ahead. That's the guy to talk to right there, Michael Upton.
It'll be, as we get this facility up and running, we'll have some other opportunities. So,
and there's strike three.
If you are interested in supporting either softball or tennis through a naming opportunity for our new within this new facility, we'll be glad to discuss those opportunities as well.
One of the Calhoun fans not a fan of that last strike three call. Has back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts now for Shaw. 2 outs here in the inning, and this is going to be Madden who struck out. Swings the first pitch she sees, pops it up. Sammy Day Jones is going to run in and make the play for a 3-up, 3-down inning there in the top of the fourth. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today. Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the fourth inning. Still no score here in game two, as it'll be Julia Shaw to start us off here. She absolutely tattooed one in the only pitch she saw in her first at bat. And does it again here as this one popped up. Left fielder, now center fielder. Who's going to get it? Center fielder gets it as she puts another charge into that one, but one pitch, one out.
Yeah, that's another one of those where the way the wind's kind of moving around just allowed it to hang up in the air, didn't allow it to fly out.
So now this will be Beckley at the plate. She had a single, stole a couple of bases, but was left stranded at third back in the second inning. Beckley hits this one. Sounded like it was a double hit. Going to be the throw. Is it in time? No.
Oh, my goodness.
Bang, bang play goes the way of the Indians.
Her hot day at the plate continues.
Fourth hit of the day for Beckley, and that was a bang, bang play that the umpire was right there on top of it. Said that she was safe, and so now this will bring Wolf to the dish. Wolf shows bunt, lays it down. It's a beauty. Takes a backspin. Throw over to first is in time, and that's going to be a sacrifice bunt. As 1, 2, 4, I believe, on the put out of that one, as Beckley does advance over to second. Boy, that one had some Jim Ingram backspin like a sandwich. Thought for a second Wolf might have a chance to run that one out.
It did allow it to get closer than you would have thought.
Martin shows bunt. The pitch is high for a ball, and you notice that time that Calhoun quickly covering third.
I was about to say, with 4 stolen bases on the day, Beckley should have the defense's attention by now.
So that first pitch missing for a ball. This is Martin at the plate. She walked, stole the base, but was left stranded as well. That pitch high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count here to Martin. The Game 1 hero, if you missed that, you can go to the app formerly known as Twitter and see that game-winning hit from Game 1. So that pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. Calhoun a little slow getting back to third on that last one. Don't be surprised if you see Beckley might try to take off here if they kind of half-heartedly get back again. 2-1 pitch coming. That one missing outside. 3-1 now is the count.
Wilson back quicker that time, but you're right. The pitch before, she realized she had not gotten back, and you saw her snap her head and try to sprint back in case Beckley wanted to pull another one of those quick moves on her.
So the 3-1 pitch coming here to Martin. Martin fouls this one back. And 0-2 now is the count. Probably should have done a survey of where all these foul balls land since we haven't officially opened it, so we can kind of have a better idea of, where to do. Because we've got those party decks, which is going to be a really cool part of the field here.
But if you're up there, you're going to have to pay attention.
Yes.
Because you are going to be in foul ball territory, even with a higher net here this year.
So 3-2 now is the count here to Martin. Martin pops this one up. Shortstop will go back and make the play And the Indians once again get a runner in scoring position. Matter of fact, they've had 4 of them today in scoring position, but have not been able to push across a run. We've played 4 here in game 2. We're still scoreless. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
At Little Caesars, get a large custom 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $7.99? Get out of here. This pizza is only $7.99. No way. This is $7.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $7.99? Oh, you're crazy for this. Listen, pirate, stop taking my $7.99 pizza. Choose a large custom 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $7.99 when you order online. Only $7.99. What?
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologize about that. Was talking to our good buddy Jason Williams, who was here shooting highlights today. We'll be sure and check out WTVA Sports tonight to see highlights of this game and other things going on in the area. Jason and his crew do a great job over there at WTVA, and appreciate him coming out here to show us a little bit of love here with softball today. Unfortunately, he's got my kind of luck back in my TV days. Whenever I would go somewhere to shoot a ball game, well, nothing would happen.
Defensive
Yes.
pitcher's battle. He has seen some good defense, though.
So 0-1 is the count. As this will be Shaw still in the circle here. Grounder right back to her. Eats that one up, throws it over, and that'll be out number 1 of Cornelius.
Number 18, Mally Yarber.
So now this will bring Yarber to the plate with 1 out. That last batter was Cornelius. She's 0 for 2 now after that line out. And so we'll have a new batter coming into bat here. This is going to be Markram coming in. She actually played in game 1 today.
She was a designated player in game 1, had 2 at-bats and went 0 for 2 with the strikeout and grounded out to the first baseman in her 2 plate appearances in game 1.
And so getting those changes made, this change being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. Them, along with the ICC BSU, proud to sponsor today's softball games here on the ICC Sports Network. So Markram at the dish. This is that first pitch high for a ball. She's batting in place of Yarborough, who popped up in foul territory to the right fielder, and her only at bat here in game 2. Markram pops this one up, and it's going to get back and out of play, and it'll go 1-1 now.
I believe that one got all the way up on top of the new overhang.
That's impressive.
So that one got a lot of height to land up there.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on here. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Game 2 here between ICC and Calhoun. It was a 1-0 winner in game 1. Game 2 shaping up to be the same way. That pitch high, 2-1 now is the count. So 2-1 is the count. Nobody on. There is 1 out after the ground ball by Cornelius. Back to the pitcher. And that one.
Foul tip.
Foul tipped. Always think of, what's the baseball movie? Benchwarmers. Where he's like, I ticked it.
Hadn't seen that one in a long time.
2-2 pitch coming, and that one missing. A little bit too far outside for the umpire's liking. Now the count goes 3-2. So waiting the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there, 4th of the game for Shaw. Now there's 2 outs in the inning, and this is going to be Barker coming to the dish.
Looked very sharp out in center field all day in both games. Has not been so lucky at the plate.
Reached on an error her last time up, was left stranded at third, back in the third. Pops this one up, it's going to get back off the netting. 0-1 is the count. So no balls, one strike. Upton mentioned she's playing in center field, has played well there today. That pitch falls off the table a bit too soon. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. As that one hangs up high and outside. 2-1 now is the count.
Shaw's not been behind on too many batters today, so she can't battle back here.
2-1 pitch, and that one in there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. Really, neither one of these pitchers even in game one.
That's true.
Really got into any trouble.
We only saw, 2 walks the whole afternoon, 1 for each team.
2-2 pitch, liner, and it's going to be caught by the shortstop. Well, that one just hung up a little bit there. And that's going to be a 3-up, 3-down, 5th inning. We'll take a break, come back with the bottom half of the 5th, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Cooper is going to get us started here. It'll be Cooper, Turner, and Day Jones. 9-1-2 batters due up. Swing and a miss there for strike 1.
Cooper lined out to the center fielder to end the 2nd inning.
So 0-1 is the count here. Cooper pops this one up. Center fielder's going to come in and drift back and make the play for out number 1. Well, again, these teams have played well. They've shifted their infield in because of the way the wind's blowing today, and it's paid off well both defensively for both teams.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of balls that might have dropped in otherwise if defense had not been playing into a good spot. We saw Martin make one of those catches and left for the Indians in the same manner.
So this is Turner at the dish now. Listen to that first pitch missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. There's one out. We're in the bottom of the 5th, game 2 here between ICC and Calhoun. It's been a defensive battle in both games so far today as that pitch missing low. 2-0 now is the count.
Turner's 1 for 2 at the plate in this game. She's got a single to lead off the first and then a ground out to lead off the third.
So she'll dig in with a 2-0 count. Fouls this one back. 2-1 now is the count here on Turner. She blistered a single to start the bottom of the first, but unfortunately just could not advance from first to get into scoring position. But the way ICC's played today, they have put, 4-5-4 in scoring position, haven't been able to do anything with them. And that was also the case in game 1. That pitch fouled back. 2-2 now is the count.
And in our favor, Calhoun's basically had the same situation. Base runners in scoring position, but nobody driven in.
And there's strike 3.
It's a little outside, and I don't think Turner liked the call.
He's been one of those that he's consistently called that, though, so you got to at least find a way to foul that one off. And that is going to be the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Boyd. So now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to bring Day Jones to the dish. And takes that first pitch at the knee for a strike. So 0-1 is the count here today, Jones. There's 2 outs in the inning. Boyd trying to get a 3-up, 3-down inning here in the bottom of the 5th. That pitch missing outside, and Day Jones, well, just dropped her bat. Might need that, Sammy.
Check her grip on that.
So 1-1 now is the count here to Day Jones. She's 0 for 2 on the day. A fly out and a ground out. As that pitch, not sure where it missed, but it did. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Boyd in the circle here. There's 2 outs. Day Jones awaiting the pitch. Pops this one back and out of play, and will even things up now at 2-2.
Just kind of swung cut underneath that one, slicing it back off toward the visiting dugout.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Boyd. And good job of finding a piece of that one. Just reached out and committed to swinging, so had to find a piece of it to keep that bat alive. 2-2 stays the count here. So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Boyd today, Jones. That one hops across. Now the count goes full at 3-2.
Seen just a little bit of everything in this particular at bat. Ball's been high, low, inside, outside. See what Jones can do with this full count pitch here.
As this one hammered, popped up. Center fielder's going to give chase and will squeeze it for the out. So that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Indians. We've played 5 and it's still scoreless. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the 6th inning. Still scoreless here as we'll go 1-2-3 due up for Calhoun. It'll be Campbell, Tucker, and Hancock. This game a lot like the first game of the day. ICC eventually found a way to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. And this one's shaping up to be the same way here. This will be Campbell, who doubled in her last at bat. Swings on the first pitch she sees. Shaws finds it, throws it over for the out.
Nice play there. Just picked that up as it dribbled off the end of the bat right to Shaw.
And so now with 1 out, this will bring Tucker to the plate. She's singled and lined out to left. Wind's picking up once again here at the ballpark. That pitch missing low for a ball.
Tucker looked like she wanted a show bunt there. Pulled back. when she saw how low the ball was.
That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Defense anticipating that bunt with Smith charging in from first. Cooper going to shift from second to cover first in that eventuality.
This one line drive, but there is going to be Sammy Day to make the play.
Tucker's second straight line out of the game. That'll bring up Hancock, the shortstop. She's 0 for 2 today in this game. Fly out to left and fly out to center.
So 2 away now. So that pitch finds the edge for a strike. There's a line shot. It's going to get through for a base hit.
Good piece of hitting just right past the third baseman. Wolf makes an effort, but is not going to have a chance to get to that one.
So that goes for the 4th hit of the game. Comes with 2 outs in the inning.
Bring up Humbird, the second baseman. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout in this game.
Swings on this one, lifts it, and left fielder is going to drop in front of her, and that's going to go back-to-back hits. Michael, that might be the first time today we've had back-to-back hits in both these games.
I believe it is in both games for both teams.
May have a runner coming into this situation, or maybe a new batter as the Calhoun coaches want to come up and talk things over here.
Looks like a batter. I don't recognize this one coming to the plate. Haven't seen her yet today.
Well, Wilson was scheduled up.
And she was sub-4 in game 1, so she may be.
I believe it said 1.
1 for 2. So that would be Rickman.
So Rickman will dig in here. Still 2 outs in the inning. Runners at first and second. Here in the top of the 6th of a scoreless contest. So Rickman will dig in. This is the first time today we've seen her.
It is. Let's see if I can find some stats on her in just a minute.
Swings big time at the first one, missing. 0-1 now is the count. There is 2 outs. Runners at first and second here for Calhoun. Top of the 6th inning, no score here in game 2 between ICC and Calhoun. 0-1 is the count to Rickman. Shaw's pitch. Missing low. 1-1 now is the count.
This is Rickman's 7th plate appearance of the entire year. She's yet to get a hit.
Pops this one up, foul territory, and it's going to drop. And so we'll do it over again at 1-2.
Yeah, good speed there by Hancock, rounding third on that fly ball. So anything down is probably going to be an easily run scored with her coming from second.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second here for Calhoun. Shaw's pitch coming. Off speed, popped up, and the shortstop will be there to make the play and get the Indians out of the jam with no damage done. Stop me if you've heard this one before. We're still scoreless as we'll head to the bottom of the 6th, and ICC will send Smith, Tyree, and Shaw to the plate right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit, and you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the sixth inning. Jesse Smith checks the swing, and there we go, ball one. So Smith, Tyree, and Shaw scheduled up here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Still scoreless here in game two. ISCC won the first game of the day 1-0 on a walk-off in the bottom of the seventh. That pitch high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count here to Jesse Smith. Smith doubled but was left stranded in scoring position back in the third. She absolutely tattooed one, but a great play in center field robbed her of an extra base hit there as well. That pitch high, 3-0 now is the count. I don't think this is not a necessarily bad idea to unintentionally walk her.
Yeah, with what she's done at the plate today, she's due, so not giving her anything that she can work with.
And that time they did. She pops it back. 3-1 now is the count here to Smith. You know, Jesse, she's a battler. She don't want to walk in that situation, but yeah, you need base runners to get something sparked here in the bottom of the sixth. So waiting the 3-1 offering here. She pops this one up, and now it's going to go 3-2. So a nice job by Boyd to battle back now and force the count to go full with a couple of foul balls. So full count now here to Smith. Jesse pops this one up. And that one's going to get out of play, yep.
Kind of chased one that was a little high there. I think she's more worried about just fouling one off and staying alive. Might have fouled off ball four.
So we'll sit at 3-2 once again here. Boyd getting set to deliver the pitch as Smith digs in. Tyree is on deck for the Indians. And that'll be a walk. A rare walk issued today by Calhoun.
Only the second one of the day by Boyd. But it is the leadoff batter for ICC on base, so.
And those tend to haunt you every once in a while in a game.
In this 0-0 game, got to get somebody across. It's going to bring up Riley Tyree, the catcher.
0 for 2 on the day. Takes that pitch in there for a strike. She lined out to right, flew out to center in her 2 at-bats, both of those two in the first and third inning, respectively. As 0-1 is the count, as that pitch to the knees called a strike. There's a shot, but a line drive right at the shortstop, and they're going to turn 2. Well, not a whole lot you can fault.
Good defense.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't fault really Jesse on that one as they're trying to get that run across there. A excellent play over there at short. A Little Caesars double play to erase the runner, and now this will bring Shaw to the dish. Boy, that was just absolutely annihilated. That pitch in there for a strike. First time today, Julia has not swung on the first pitch she sees.
True.
But we've seen a lot of great defensive plays today. That was another one there, as that was Hancock who turned that Little Caesars double play. This pitch popped up and going to give chase, but will be a foul ball. 0-2 now is the count. Scoreless here in the bottom of the sixth. Julia Shaw at the plate. She's pitching today for the Indians. Would like to help her cause here with a base hit. That pitch missing low, not a bad spot to miss with the pitch to throw away. 1-2 now is the count here to Shaw. So waiting the 1-2 offering. And that was going to hit her. Well, if you can't get a hit, get hit.
Yeah, find your way to get on.
So now this is going to bring Beckley to the plate. Beckley is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and 2 stolen bases. Has been left stranded in scoring position. Once at second, another time at third.
She has been the hottest bat for ICC all day in both games, as well as, by my count, 4 stolen bases on the day.
Lays the bunt down. Is going to have to hurry to throw across the way, though, is in time. So 1-4 on the putout of Beckley. First time that she's been retired here in game 2. We've played 6, still scoreless. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ooh, these new Little Caesars Crazy Pups are fun size, and you can eat them anywhere.
Wow, they're packed with cheese and pepperoni.
Keep those hands at 10 and 2. Check your blind spot.
Take delicious Little Caesars Crazy Puffs anywhere for the incredible price of only $3.99.
Pizza. So when are you gonna give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 7th inning. If you're a fan of defensive softball, well, today has been your day.
You've seen great pitching. You've seen great defense in the outfield, double plays, unconventional double plays. We've seen a little bit of everything on the defensive side of the ball.
As this is, who is this? This is going to be Madden?
Yes, this will be Kelly Madden in the designated player position for game 2.
Takes that pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Madden.
Madden is 0 for 2 so far in this game. The strikeout and fly out to center field.
Ground ball, shortstop gets it. Throw across the way in time for the putout. That was an awkward hop, but a nice job there by Turner to get in front of it and get the out, as that one kind of, I guess you say, hit deep in the stomach, if you will, to be able to pull that one out and get the throw out in time.
But again, that good defensive positioning, when you can get your body there, you know you're just going to knock it down, if nothing else.
So I've got this as Cornelius now at the plate. She takes that first pitch for a strike. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Lined out to the shortstop, grounded back to the pitcher in her most recent at bat. So 1 out here. It's a wind picking up at the ballpark. As that pitch falls off the table a bit too soon. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Foul ball, strike 2. 1-2 now is the count here to Cornelius.
Looks like Calhoun has got someone trying to get a little bit loose in their bullpen in case this game continues to go a little further.
So awaiting the 1-2 pitch here. That one drifts high. 2-2 now is the count. So Shaw trying to go the distance here, see if she can get a 3-up, 3-down inning and see if ICC's got some walk-off magic for him again in game 2. Grounder. Wolf finds it. Going to have to hurry to throw across the way in time.
Great throw. After having to come up from her knees to get that one.
Heck of an effort over there by Wolf. She'll be taking her game to Belhaven next year. And Belhaven's going to love to see some plays like that out of her playing on that hot corner. Now 2 outs in the inning. And this is, I believe, Yarborough going to come back to the plate. She was batted for last time. Pops this one up. Wolf says, you see that one? I've got this one as well. And 3 up, 3 down go the Warhawks there in the 7th. We'll take a timeout, see if ICC's got some of that magic left in them here, as it'll be the 7, 8, 9 batters due up. Wolf, Martin, and Cooper. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Welcome back now as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Still scoreless, as this is going to be Wolf starting us off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 now is the count here to Wolf. She is 0 for 1 of the day with a sacrifice bunt. Popped up to second in her only official at bat here. And nice all-speed pitch there as Wolf was way ahead of that one. 0-2 now is the count.
I looked some of that pitch we saw Borden throw throughout game 1. Not really seen that from Boyd.
So 0-2 is the count. Wolf hammers that one and off the glove of the first baseman, but it's going to be a fair ball.
Because she tried to make that attempt, comes off her glove.
Yeah, well, Wolf did a good job of recognizing that after stopping for a second and then hustling down. And that'll be a leadoff single to start the inning, and that was big.
And that's why they teach you in Little League, take off as soon as you strike the ball, no matter what happens.
Probably going to get a runner in this situation here for Wolf. You got two really good options over there.
Clemens, maybe.
So you got Clemens or Nichols, and it's going to be
Nichols.
Lakin.
Yeah.
So Lakin will come in to run in this situation. And so this will bring Martin to the plate. They're going to bring the infield in this situation, knowing that Martin is going to be a threat to bunt here. So Lakin coming in to run here for Wolf. No outs. Martin shows bunt, and that one comes off her foot, and that hurts.
Yeah.
I don't know how many foot injuries you've had in life, but I've had a few, and anything off the top part of that foot, that smarts. And by a few, I say a lot. So 0-1 is the count here. Runner does not advance on the foul ball. Martin tries to bunt that one. That was a good pitch. That was a pitch that was running away from the batter that time. Only thing she could have done with the contact was to go foul with it.
Yeah, when you have a bunt or slap hitter like that, it's a good pitch to try to force them into something they don't want to do.
So 0-2 now is the count. Runner at first. That's Nichols. ICC trying to find some walk-off magic again here. As the snap throw down to first is not in time as Lakin dives back safely. She was missed a few games after being injured in the home series. Good to see her back and available for the Indians. 1-2 now is the count here to Martin. That pitch high. Now they're going to go to first, and Lakin dinks into the throw, and she'll head to second.
Yeah, as soon as that arm was thrown to first, she was halfway to second base.
And so now 2-2 is the count. No outs, and their winning run is at second for the Indians. Martin pops this one up, fouls it back, and it's going to get out of play. Boy, here's a unique situation.
Can we go back-to-back games?
Can Martin do it in back-to-back games? Anything down to the outfield, down to the gap, because they're playing in.
They're playing very shallow, yes.
So if she can hit something to the gap, Lakin's got the speed to score it. Awaiting the 2-2 pitch here to Martin. Grounder. It's going to be a slow roller to third. The throw across the way, not in time. And now the throw is going to come home.
She's going to score.
She's safe. Indians walk it off again by Martin. And ICC wins it by the final score of 1-0. What about Tamaya Martin? So Martin gets the single, and then they throw. The throw was low, so it caused the first baseman to have to go down and get it out of the dirt. They recognize that over at third base, and the scoring run comes in there, and ICC wins this one 1-0. Real quick timeout. We'll come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report and be back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Welcome back as the Chop fired up here in Fulton. Back-to-back walk-off wins for ICC. Tamaya Martin coming up with a clutch hit in both games. And Upton, your thoughts here on Game 2?
Well, we hate to say mirror images, but very, very similar to Game 1 with both teams getting multiple runners and scoring base. No one able to push anything across. A lot of great defensive plays out of both teams. Some double plays turned. Good pitching from both starting pitchers who both went the complete way of the full 7 innings. And once again, Tamaya Martin with a walk-off RBI single in Game 1 and Game 2.
Yeah, Tamaya doing a great job today. ICC final line here, 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error for Calhoun. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors. We do have to pick our Samstown Market Star of the games, and I think we're going to do like we did last time. Michael, I'll let you go first.
Indeed. We're going to mirror just like the teams did. I'm going to go with Tamaya Martin. You got the walk. She gets a walk, but also, most importantly, the walk-off RBI single in the bottom of the 7th.
And I'm going to go with Julia Shaw. She scattered 5 hits, went the distance, a complete game shutout. She also had 4 Renaissance Bank strikeouts on the day. Great defense behind her. Yeah, there was 1 error, but the Indians got around it without any issues done there. So ICC gets the sweep this afternoon. They improve to 16-19 overall, and Calhoun falls to 12-22. As we said, these two teams are scheduled to play tomorrow. Still waiting to hear on that. You want to ensure and follow us on your favorite social media platform. The app formerly known as Twitter, now known as X. Or you can visit letsgoicc.com if there's any changes to those games tomorrow. Of course, weather being the issue there. So that's going to do it for today's broadcast. Raphael Henry, Cal Brown, Michael Upton, and I'm Gore saying so long from Fulton as ICC gets a pair of thrilling 1-0 wins in dramatic fashion here over Calhoun. We'll see you Saturday when baseball comes to town against Colin. Until then, have a great weekend. And as always, Roll Tribe.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next? So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.